DOCTORSAMMY Baya, please welcome back to my YouTube channel. How to outsmart a narcissist. That's the title of this live stream.
Now, what are the
Yes,
reasons
we are going
that the
live and
narcissist is?
we are
Number one
discussing
reason
how to outsmart a narcissist. How do you outsmart a narcissist? That's the title of this live stream. How do you outsmart a narcissist? Well. Who is a narcissist? We know that a narcissist is a selfish, self-centered individual. A narcissist is an egocentric, egotistic individual. A narcissist believes life must revolve around them. They only care about themselves. It is them first. With a narcissist, it's always about me. They don't care about you. They don't care about anybody but themselves. A narcissist is an individual who's very arrogant. An individual who's very selfish, self-centered. They use and misuse others. They lack empathy. What they need most is constant for them. They want attention at all costs. A narcissist will use you, then they will discard you. They don't care about you, they only care about themselves. It's about them, never about anybody else. So, how to outsmart a narcissist? That is what we are discussing in this live stream. Ann Washira, hi, welcome on board, Ann Washira. So the discussion is how to outsmart a narcissist. That is what we are looking at in this live stream today. I want to discuss how to outsmart these monsters, these demons called narcissists. How do we outsmart them? How do we deal with these monsters called narcissists? How do we deal with them? How do we beat them? To beat a narcissist, you need to understand them. You need to know who a narcissist is. You need to know everything about them. That's the first step in beating a narcissist. You need to know everything about them. You need to know what they love, what they hate. You need to know what makes them miserable. You need to know everything about them. If you go to a war, you must know yourself and you must know an enemy. You must know who you are dealing with. You can't defeat a narcissist if you don't know yourself. You can't defeat a narcissist if you don't know them in and out. So for you to defeat a narcissist, you must know them in and out. You must understand their mind. How do they think? That way you'll be able to outsmart them. Now, how do you outsmart these creatures called narcissists? How do you deal with them? How do you outsmart them? So, to outsmart a narcissist, there are many things that you need to have in mind. You need to understand what narcissism really is. Narcissism is more than vanity or arrogance. Narcissism is a personality disorder characterized by a lack of empathy, an inflated sense of self-importance, and a deep need for admiration. To outsmart a narcissist, you need to understand how they think. For instance, a narcissist may appear confident, but inside, they often feel inadequate. When you know this, it helps you to avoid taking their behavior personally. They appear very confident individuals, but they are empty inside. They are unsatisfied. They are inadequate. They are very insecure creatures. To outsmart a narcissist, you also need to recognize their manipulative tactics. Narcissists are skilled manipulators. Narcissists are masters in the art of manipulation. They will use gaslighting. They will love bomb you. They will triangulate you. They will guilt trip you. And they do all this to control you. Narcissists love controlling others. Violet Frankson, thank you. Thank you. You're on board today. I'm happy to see you. Thank you so much. Yes, narcissists will want to control you. Therefore, they will use these manipulative tactics. If your friend suddenly praises you excessively, only to later shame you for not doing them a favor, then you're likely being manipulated. So when you recognize these manipulative patterns from a narcissist, that's the first step to disarm them. That's the first step to outsmart them. Yes, Violet Frankson says you're the best doctor. Thank you so much for those kind words, for the compliments. Yes, to outsmart a narcissist, don't react emotionally. Narcissists thrive on emotional reactions. It gives them a sense of control. Imagine a coworker who deliberately criticizes your work in front of others. Instead of getting defensive, respond calmly or with a neutral. You can tell them, thanks for the feedback. This will diffuse their power. So if a coworker, a colleague at work criticizes your work in front of others, their main aim, they want to see a reaction. They want an emotional reaction from you. You see, a narcissist, they don't care. What they need is a reaction from you. They even if it's a negative feedback, a positive feedback. I mean, if it's a negative reaction from you, a positive reaction from you, that is okay with them, so long as you react. And that's why they will criticize you, to see how you react in front of others. They want to get power from you. So you can neutralize that by saying, thanks for the feedback. You know, this will diffuse their power. That's not what they expected from you. They want to control you. Yes, Anne Washira says they have dangerous language. Exactly. Violet Frankson says they want to control you. Good. Yes, exactly. Anything a narcissist does in your life is to control you. In their mind, they must control how you eat, what you eat, even how you chew your food. They want to control that. They want to control how you sleep, where you sleep. They want to control who you talk to, who you associate with. They want to control your friends. Who are your friends? Who are your support system? That's why they love isolating you, so that they can easily control you. A narcissist wants to control your environment. They want to control everything about you. Even the way you breathe. Everything about you, the narcissist wants to control you. That's their main aim. If they control you, then they feel good. If they're not able to control you, it frustrates them. They'll start saying how difficult you are. So never react emotionally with a narcissist. Don't give them any attention. Don't give them any reaction. Be calm, cool, composed when dealing with a narcissist. Anne Washira says, wow, that's very true. A monster. Yes, narcissists are monsters. They're demons. Narcissists are devils. They're demonic. Why do we say narcissists are demons? Why do we say a narcissist is a devil? Because the traits of a narcissist and the traits of a demon or a devil or the ghost, it's the same thing. They have the same traits. Their aim is to control you, manipulate you, then destroy you. They lack empathy. They don't care about you. Yes, Violet Frankson says how that's how they get their life source. Exactly. They can't survive without your energy. Very true. If you starve them the reaction they need, if they can't control you, then you are starving them. They will die. If not physically, they will die in other ways. The narcissists always feed on your energy. The reactions you give them, that's what makes them keep moving. It's called narcissistic supply. The supply you give them, the attention, the acknowledgement, the praise, the validation, the recognition, the admiration. That is what keeps them moving. That supply is food to the narcissist. It's fuel to them. Yes. You don't need the narcissist. They need you. Very true, Violet Frankson. Anwashira says, vampires of energy. Exactly. A narcissist will drain you. They'll emotionally drain you. They'll suck all the energy in your life. So, to outsmart a narcissist, you can also set firm boundaries. Clear, non-negotiable boundaries are very important. If you have a narcissistic relative, for example, when they show up uninvited and they overstay in your house, calmly say, I need quiet time tonight. So I love to ask you to leave maybe by this time. And you have to be consistent even if they push back. You have to put boundaries. It's like a narcissist who quarrels you, they shout at you. You can tell them, if you shout at me again, I'll walk away. And if they shout at you, please walk away. That is what boundaries are. If you put a consequence, make sure you go through with that consequence. Don't just threaten. Let it be warning. You know, a warning and a threat, they're different. When you threaten someone, it means you might not, you can do nothing. But a warning, it means you will do what you have said. If you tell them, you hit me, I will walk out of this house. Then do exactly that. Violet Frankson says we got to become aware of them. Very true. The first step in outsmarting a narcissist, in defeating a narcissist, is to be aware about them, is to know who they are. You have to know them inside and out. Just like I said, like there's this book, Art of War, written by Sun Tzu. He says that for you to defeat an enemy, you must know the enemy in and out, and you must know yourself. That way you will never lose any battle. If you don't know you're dealing with a narcissist, you'll always lose. Especially if you don't know yourself, you'll always lose. So you have to know your weakness. You have to know, who are you? Are you an empath? Is that the weakness you have? And who is this? Is this a narcissist? What do they want? What attracts them? When you know yourself and you know the enemy, that is the narcissist, they will never win. They'll never defeat you. You'll win every battle. Anwashira says, true firm boundaries. Exactly. The boundaries have to be firm and solid. Anwashira asks, Dr. Baya, suppose it's your husband or mother, how do I put boundaries? Yes, even if it's your relative, your parents, whoever it is, you must have boundaries. And that's why you can always do limited contact with them. You only interact with them when very, very necessary. And if they continue with their narcissistic behavior, you can cut them out, you can disappear, you can go no contact. Or you can decide to grey rock them. When dealing with them, you just grey rock them. If your husband is narcissistic, you have to learn how to deal with that husband. How do you handle a narcissistic husband? You need to find out if you must live with them. And if you find that it's impossible to be with them, then leave them. Your mental health is very important. Your health matters here. Yes, thank you. I can see Sammy Sam has joined us. Yes, welcome, Sammy Sam. Welcome to the discussions. We are discussing how to outsmart a narcissist. To outsmart a narcissist, use the gray rock method. Use the gray rock method. What do you mean by gray rock method? The gray rock method, going gray rock means being as uninteresting and unresponsive as possible. Be very boring when dealing with a narcissist. If a narcissist tries to start drama, respond with a dull, "Oh, okay," and move on. Over time, they'll get bored and target someone else because they want reactions from you. What they need from you, they can't get it. They'll be bored and they'll look for some other target. That is what gray rock means, gray rocking someone. Anne Washira says, thanks. Thank you too, Anne Washira. Welcome. Violet Frankson says, don't mix with them. Exactly. The best way of dealing with a narcissist is to go no contact. Stay away, keep away from narcissists. That's the master stroke. The closely related move is to ignore them. Assume they don't exist. Don't mix with those narcissists. As Violet Frankson says, don't mix with them. You'll become like them. Very true, Violet Frankson. You see, birds of the same feather flock together. You keep mixing with them, you'll become like them. And Washira says, this is very interesting. Exactly. You need to understand these narcissists in and out. Now, to outsmart a narcissist, the other move is don't try to win. You can't out-argue a narcissist. These are master manipulators. Their reality is fluid and facts don't face them. Instead of trying to prove your point with a narcissist, walk away. Don't try to explain yourself with a narcissist. Don't prove anything with them. Just walk away. Let me give you some story. There's this lady called Sarah. She spent hours trying to show her ex-narcissist text messages to prove that the ex-narcissist was lying to her. But the ex-narcissist simply denied it. But you know what? She decided to go silent. And she later learned that silence had more power than spending hours trying to prove to your narcissist that they're lying to you. Instead of proving that, just go silent. In short, the other master move of outsmarting a narcissist is to go silent. Silence. Be silent. Very powerful move. Silence is power. When you're dealing with a narcissist, silence is everything. Be quiet. Be silent. Let them be confused. What are you thinking? What are you planning? What's happening? Yes, Anwashira says never provoke a narcissist. Very true. Don't provoke a narcissist. Violet Frankson says exactly 100%. Very, very true. Yes, Arif Limited, you've joined us. Welcome on board. All right, okay. Thank you, Arif. There, I can see. Welcome, welcome. Anwashira, thanks for inviting Arif on board. Arif, we are discussing these monsters called narcissists. To defeat a narcissist, you must know them in and out. You must learn everything about a narcissist. Now, there's one thing I told myself. The quickest way of identifying a narcissist within 5 seconds is very simple. If you want to identify a narcissist, the first move, this is how you identify a narcissist. Do you know a duck? If it quacks like a duck, then it must be a duck. Full stop. That's how you identify a narcissist. That means that if somebody has the traits of a narcissist, then they are a narcissist. No excuses. That's how you identify a narcissist. They think, they talk, they behave like a narcissist, then they are one. Yes, we have Gladys Ojal on board. Thank you, Gladys. Welcome on board. Yes, please, guys, if you have any question, any insights, any experience, please share with us. Let's discuss, let's share these things. Let's build each other up. Knowledge is power. Now, the other way of outsmarting a narcissist is to keep your achievements low-key. Narcissists often feel threatened by other success. If there's something that threatens a narcissist, is your success. And that's why they say the best revenge on a narcissist is for you to be successful. No matter how small the success is, the narcissist feels pain. Your narcissistic ex will even be admitted. They'll be sick in bed because you're succeeding. Because somebody has told them that you've won in something. You are happy. Happiness hurts the narcissist. Your happiness is your success. They hate it. If in your social media channel, for example in Facebook, you post a video of you laughing and you are happy and you are saying, thank you, God, you've succeeded. Maybe you're graduating. Maybe you bought a new car. Maybe you have some, you've achieved in something. I'm telling you, when your narcissist sees that, they will be sick because they don't want any success. Maybe you're even faking, but they don't care. So long as you look successful and happy, it will hurt them so much. They don't want any success in your life. That's how a true narcissist is. Any success that you get in your life will hurt the narcissist. They can even go to a witch doctor because they've seen you're successful. They'll want to curse you. They can even look for thugs to come and steal from you, to come and just do something nasty. They'll even try to go on a smear campaign to tarnish your name because you're successful. And that's why one of the best way of outsmarting a narcissist is to keep your achievements low-key. Sharing good news might invite sabotage or jealousy from a narcissist. So sometimes you need to keep your achievements quiet. For example, if you get a new job and maybe you have a sibling who's a narcissist, they'll say, let's see how long that job will, how long this person will last with that job. Or that narcissistic friend, they'll say, oh, she's gotten a new job. I'll see if she'll survive there. I'll see if she will make it. So sometimes that's why you have to keep your achievements low-key. You have to be quiet about your success, because these people will try everything to put you down. That's why you have to sometimes keep your plans secretive. Make your move quietly. Move in silence to outsmart this narcissist. The other way of outsmarting a narcissist is to document everything. everything. Especially if you're co-parenting with a narcissist. Keep records. They might lie about something. They might even lie about, they might fabricate stories that you told them something that does not exist. But you know what? Your emails or messages can protect you. Therefore, when you're dealing with a narcissist, document things, communicate with them via emails or some messages that you can always use as proof. You must have email proof when you're dealing with a narcissist, when you're co-parenting with them especially. Because narcissists are master manipulators. They're liars. In fact, the other name of a narcissist is a liar. They will lie about everything. You can never trust anything that comes out of the mouth of a narcissist. They will lie to deny, to escape responsibility. They will lie to escape being blamed. They will lie to protect their fragile ego. They will lie to provoke you so that you can react emotionally, to give them narcissistic supply so that they become powerful. There's a saying that says, he who angers you controls you. Exactly, that's what narcissists do. If a narcissist can provoke you to be angry, then that way they can control you. Don't allow them to control you. Now, to outsmart a narcissist, you also need to stay focused on your reality. Narcissists will try to warp your perception. They'll tell you are imagining things when you confront them. So ground yourself by journaling. Always document things. Talk to trusted friends. Keep a log of events. Also, don't expect closure from a narcissist. They rarely give new closure. They'll rarely give you closure. They might ghost you. They might leave things unresolved. Just accept that's how they are. They might never give you any apology. If you want an apology from a narcissist, forget it. You will wait for months, for years, for an explanation after they've disappeared. And that way you will never heal. If you want to heal from a narcissist, stop expecting any closure from them. Stop waiting for them. When you stop waiting for them, that's when you start healing. To outsmart a narcissist, you also detach emotionally. Detach emotionally from them. Detaching doesn't mean you stop caring. It means their behavior no longer controls your mood. So practice observing their actions without internalizing them. Think of yourself as a scientist watching a subject, not a victim of the behavior. Again, to outsmart a narcissist, watch out for hoovering. After long periods of silence, after the narcissist might ghost you, they might go quiet for a long time, for weeks, for months, sometimes even for years. Then from nowhere, they might try to hoover you back. They will come back promising you heaven in this earth. They'll come back being very kind. They'll come back and try to love bomb you again. Maybe they had blocked you. They will unblock you and start apologizing. They'll be so kind. They'll promise you everything. They'll try to future fake you. They'll start sending you messages, reminding you about your first date with them. This is bait. Don't trust them. It's an attack from them. Run, run very fast. Run as fast as your legs can carry you. When a narcissist tries to hoover you, it's a deadly attack. It's a nuclear bomb coming your way. Hoovering from a narcissist will knock you out. If you allow yourself to be hoovered by a narcissist, wow, the next thing you'll be admitted in the hospital. They will punish you and teach you a big lesson you've never learned in your life. Never give a narcissist a chance once they've gone. Don't allow them to hoover you back. It's a nuclear bomb, that one. A lethal attack from them. So, when you're dealing with a narcissist, their main aim is to control you. Their main aim is to punish you. Their aim is to destroy you. Their aim is to see you suffer. The narcissist wants to see you suffer. They want to see you in pain. They want to see you cry. They want to see you miserable. The narcissist will never be happy when you're successful. Now, all right, I'm seeing some questions. Sammy Sam says, what is the psychology behind narcissistic people? What is the cause? Does medication help? Now, let me quickly answer your question. Narcissism, remember, narcissism exists on a spectrum. And what we call narcissistic personality disorder is the narcissism when it's on the higher spectrum, on the higher side. So what causes narcissism? Number one, it's usually a mix of childhood experiences. Childhood experiences is one cause of narcissism. And when there's excessive praise or criticism on a child, it can cause narcissism. If a child is constantly told they are special or they're not good enough, it can mess with how they see themselves. Another cause of narcissism under childhood experiences is when they are neglected or abused. Emotional wounds can lead someone to build up a grandiose image to protect their self-esteem. Yes, Sammy Sam is saying, does childhood abuse and abandonment cause it? Yes, I'm discussing it. Yes, it does. Neglect or abuse the emotional wounds due to that neglect or abuse can lead someone to build up grandiose image to protect their self-esteem. Then there's the other thing is unreliable or overly controlling parenting. When a parent is unreliable or when they are too much controlling their child, it can make it hard for them to develop a stable sense of self. This brings about narcissism. Okay, the other cause of narcissism, okay, Anne Washira says mix of childhood behavior. Yes. Now, the other cause of narcissism is genetics. We have personality traits which can be partly inherited. And that's why sometimes a narcissistic parent will have a narcissistic kid, maybe through inheritance, through genetics. Sometimes people may be born more sensitive, emotionally reactive, or attention seeking. That's why a parent can be a very empathetic parent, and they have a child who's very empathetic. Maybe that's genetics also. The other way around also is the same. A very narcissistic parent can bring about a very narcissistic kid through genetics. The child will just be born like the parent if it is a personality trait that the child is born with. The other cause of narcissism could be culture and the environment. A culture that overemphasizes success, a culture that overemphasizes image, a culture that overemphasizes individualism can feed narcissistic tendencies. So, culture, what is the culture that people have? What is the culture of that family? It can easily contribute to narcissism. The environment, and that's why I think there's a comment by Violet Frankson about the when you stay with a certain group of people, when you stay with narcissists, you learn their traits. You become like them. That is the environment. So the culture and environment can contribute to narcissism. A culture that that when you're with people who are very self-centered, you might become self-centered like them. So culture and environment is another cause of narcissism. Now, Sammy was asking, how do you treat narcissism? All right, I'm seeing Francis Iguekalo. Thank you. Welcome on board. I'm seeing you on board. You're asking, can narcissists recognize a fellow narcissist? Yes, we'll come to that question. Let me just finish by I was answering a question by Sammy Sam. He was asking, what's the cause of narcissism and how do you treat narcissism? So I'm just finishing to answer that question, then I'll come to your question. So how do you treat narcissism? So you can only treat narcissism if the narcissist wants to change. That is number one. And that's why it's very difficult to treat a narcissist. That's why people say a narcissist cannot change, because narcissists, most of them believe they're perfect. They believe they have no problem. They believe they're always right. They're special. They cannot do anything wrong. So if somebody believes they're always right, how will they want to change? For you to change, you have to admit that there is a problem, that you need to correct something. And narcissists, they always see that you are the one who has a problem. A narcissist will never allow to be blamed. They always want to blame others. And that's why it's very difficult for them to change. For someone to change, they must admit their mistake, their shortcoming. So, you can treat narcissism through therapy. We have what we call cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. This helps it challenges the distorted beliefs and builds healthier ways to relate to others. Then we have Shima therapy. It digs deeper into childhood patterns and emotional wounds. And we also have psychodynamic therapy, which explores unconscious motivations and early experiences. Then we have medication. Not for narcissism itself, but for the symptoms. Medication will treat symptoms like depression, anxiety, or impulsivity. We have group therapy. Maybe it can help develop empathy and better social skills. But most narcissists will resist it. And that's what I'm saying. For a narcissist to change, they must want to change. So Violet says, don't waste your time with them. It's true, Violet Frankson. Because narcissists, they are very big-headed. They believe they have no problem. They are very resistant to change. They believe you are the one who has a problem. So, change is slow because narcissism is deeply rooted in identity and defense mechanisms. Now, Violet Frankson says, put all your energy on you. Very true. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Now, to quickly summarize what I just said, I'll say one thing. Changing a narcissist is like climbing a mountain. When you want to go to the top, it's very, very difficult. And that's why many people will say that it's impossible for a narcissist to change. Many will say a narcissist can never change because it's very, very, very difficult for a narcissist to change. I'm yet to see a narcissist who has changed. Most narcissists will change, but they don't change to be better. They worsen. They become worse. Narcissists become worse as they age. The older a narcissist gets, the more narcissistic they become. What does that tell you about narcissists? The older they get, the worse they become. So if you're waiting for a narcissist to change, to regret what they did to you, you will wait forever. These people lack empathy. They even have they're not capable of self-reflection. They forget how they don't even care about you. So if you're waiting for your narcissist to change, if you're waiting for your narcissist to regret, then you'll wait forever. Gladys Ojal. Okay, let me first of all answer. There's someone, Francis Iguekalo, had asked, can a narcissist recognize a fellow narcissist? Now, the answer I can say is that's a great question. Yes, narcissists can recognize other narcissists, but not always in the way you think. Narcissists are often hyper-aware of social dynamics and dominance. They can notice when someone else is also attention-seeking. A narcissist can know when someone else is also manipulative like them. They can know if someone else is also self-centered. They can also know someone who is mirroring their own behavior. And this can make, it can in fact create competitiveness or jealousy. So they can spot the traits of a narcissist. So a narcissist can recognize a fellow narcissist. But they will not always call it out as narcissism. What a narcissist will think, they'll say that person is arrogant, that person is fake, that person is selfish. In short, what they are admitting is that they're admitting that person is also a narcissist. They don't see themselves in the same light. When a narcissist is accusing someone else of being arrogant, selfish, or fake, they forget that they are that way because they don't see themselves like that. And that's why these people can hardly change. They are quick to blame others, but they don't see themselves that way. They lack self-awareness. That's one thing about narcissists. You should know that they lack self-awareness. Especially the more extreme they are in narcissism, the more they lack that self-awareness. They don't know that they are narcissists. They don't know how extreme their narcissism is. They lack self-awareness. And that's why when two narcissists interact, it can turn into a power struggle. They might admire each other briefly, but that quickly changes. They become rivals. Sometimes two narcissists or group of narcissists might team up. They form a narcissistic alliance if it is benefiting both of them or all of them. So I hope Francisca Iguekalo, I've answered your question. Please, you can please mention it in the comment, in the chat, so that I know I've answered your question. Yes, if someone has an input in that question, you can also chat it. Now, let me look at the other question. Okay, we have Sammy Sam was asking, would you say a woman that is physically abusive and abusive, a narcissist? Yes, not all women who will physically abuse you are narcissists, but that's what female narcissists also do. They might abuse you physically and emotionally. Sammy Sam says, my ex was physically violent and controlling. Yes, she could be a psychopath, a malignant narcissist. They are very physical, female narcissists. And Washira says, does a narcissist know he or she is a narcissist? Now that's tricky because it just relates to the thing I was just discussing about self-awareness. You see, many narcissists lack this self-awareness. They don't know that they are narcissists. They can't self-reflect. They don't know how much they hurt others. So, does a narcissist know he or she is a narcissist? So for me, I think there's some narcissists who know they're narcissists. They know what they're doing. When someone is manipulating you, I think they know what they're doing. They know their game plan. But generally, I think sometimes the narcissist knows they are narcissists, but not always. And I've said it's because they lack self-awareness. Sometimes they genuinely believe their behavior is normal or justified. Narcissists will blame others for problems. They see themselves as superior, but they don't see how that hurts others. Sometimes some narcissists might become aware that they're narcissists after years of failed relationships or work issues. Sometimes they'll know they are narcissists after therapy, or when they get strong feedback from people they trust. You know, people who the narcissist trust, those people might tell the narcissist, you know, you are a narcissist. So when several people who are very close to the narcissist and the narcissist trust these people, if they tell them that they are narcissists, then they might actually know they are one. That feedback might help them know they are one. Now we also have narcissists who they are high in narcissistic traits because they know that they are narcissists. They will even joke about being a narcissist. Have you seen someone who says they are a narcissist? They're joking, but it's true they are narcissists. Some will even say some narcissists will even call themselves narcissists. They want to be identified with it, but they will not even see it as a bad thing. In fact, some narcissists will say being a narcissist is advantageous. They even defend it. Now, some narcissists also will not know because they have the ego is so fragile that they cannot even admit the mistakes they have or the weaknesses they have, because this will become unbearable. Sometimes they think they are liked for their greatness, and sometimes these narcissists, if they're not confronted, then they will never think about it. So my answer is this: some narcissists know that they're narcissists, but many narcissists don't know that they're narcissists and they don't care. So, Anwashir, I hope I've answered your question. Does a narcissist know he or she is a narcissist? If I've answered your question, please, you can say it in the chat. Now, Gladys Ojal Says, are you a narc when you got anxiety disorders? Not really. So it doesn't mean if you have anxiety disorders, you're a narcissist. Violet Frankson says they don't have self-identity. Very true. Narcissists are empty shells. They lack empathy. They're empty souls. They're fragile egos. They don't have anything inside them. I agree with you, Violet, completely, 100%. Thank you, Anwashira, for if I've answered your question correctly. Thank you, Francisca Iguekala says, thank you for your answers. Anwashira says, very powerful. Thanks for the answer. Thank you. Are there clinics? Anwashira says, are there clinics? Well, you can visit any hospital, ask them. But therapy is about talking. For me, that is one way. You always surround yourself with a support system, people you can talk with about narcissism, about what you're going through. That is trusted friends, trusted family members will help you in your healing journey about narcissism. And also, if you have a counselor, they will also help you. Talk to them about your mental issues, your narcissism. They will help you. They'll strengthen you. Gladys Ojal says, thanks for the answer. Thank you, Gladys Ojal. Yes, so if you have those questions, please keep asking them. Ask me those questions. Yeah, let's discuss. If you have an input, a comment, let's discuss. Now we were discussing how to outsmart a narcissist. Let's continue. To outsmart a narcissist, don't confide in them. Don't confide in a narcissist. What you say can and will be used against you. Don't forget that. If you have a narcissist in your life, whether it's a narcissistic sibling, a narcissistic parent, a narcissistic colleague, a narcissistic spouse, neighbor, anybody who's a narcissist in your life, don't confide in them. What you say to a narcissist can and will be used against you. If you tell a narcissist about your fears, if you tell a narcissist about your insecurities, they will weaponize it later. Keep your emotional cards close to your chest. Make sure you are very secretive with narcissists. You're very private. Your plans should be as dark as the night when you're dealing with a narcissist. Whatever you tell them, whatever secrets you tell them, they will use them against you one day. The other way of outsmarting a narcissist is you have to know your triggers. Narcissists are good at finding and exploiting your weaknesses. So be aware of what gets under your skin so that you can stay composed when they push those buttons. For instance, if guilt is your trigger, practice saying no without justification. Anwashira says true because they keep questioning you about you. Yes, the narcissists will keep questioning you because they want to know your weaknesses. They want to know what they can use against you later. They want to know how they can manipulate you, so they need to know about you. Use strategic communication to outsmart a narcissist. Communicate in a way that avoids open conflict. So use I statements and stay fact-based. Instead of telling the narcissist, you never listen. You can tell them I feel dismissed when my opinions are overlooked. It is harder for them to twist that into an attack. Now, the other way of outsmarting a narcissist is to practice the power of silence. Silence is the most powerful response. Narcissists hate being ignored because it makes them feel invisible. If they provoke you and get nothing in return, It chips away at their control. So, to outsmart a narcissist, avoid justifying yourself. You don't owe a narcissist an explanation. Overemphasizing gives them more material to manipulate. If you choose to leave an event early, just say, I'm leaving now, instead of detailing your reasons. Don't explain yourself to a narcissist short. Don't justify anything to a narcissist. And reinforce consequences. The narcissist will always test boundaries constantly. When they violate one boundary, reinforce the consequence. For instance, if you said you would hang up the phone if they yell. So if they yell at you, hang up that phone. Hang up. If you are having an argument on phone with your narcissist and they shout, they're shouting, they're yelling, tell them that if they continue yelling, you'll hang up. And true, if they continue yelling, hang up. That is reinforcing consequences. That way you outsmart them. To outsmart a narcissist, also build a support system. Isolation makes you more vulnerable. So surround yourself with people who understand narcissism and support your boundaries. Therapy, online forums, or trusted friends can be lifelines. To outsmart a narcissist, avoid public confrontation. Narcissists will perform for an audience. If you confront them in front of others, they may escalate that. So handle conflict privately and calmly. They are less likely to explode without spectators. To outsmart a narcissist, stay goal-oriented. Know what you want from an interaction and don't stray. If you're dealing with a narcissist who is a boss, in short, if you're dealing with a narcissistic boss, focus on getting your work approved, not seeking appreciation or fairness. That clarity protects your energy. So, try to outsmart the narcissist, but don't outplay them. Trying to beat a narcissist at their game makes you like them. So outsmarting them means disengaging from the narcissist, not out-manipulating them. True victory with a narcissist lies in your peace of mind, not revenge. So if you want to know you have won against a narcissist, ask yourself if you have peace of mind. Also, heal your own wounds. To outsmart a narcissist, heal your own wounds. Narcissists will often mirror back your unhealed trauma. If you grew up feeling unworthy, their neglect reactivates that pain. Therapy can help break that cycle and make you less susceptible to their attacks. So, to outsmart a narcissist, avoid being a narcissist magnet. Work on building strong self-esteem and emotional regulation. Narcissists target people who are empathetic. They target people who are empathic and conflict averse. Boundaries and confidence are your armor. To outsmart that narcissist, use humor strategically. Humor can disarm a narcissist without provoking them. If they insult you subtly, reply with a light chuckle, and you can say that's one way to put it. It throws them off without confrontation. To outsmart a narcissist, plan your exit strategically. To outsmart a narcissist, plan your exit strategically. For example, if you are in a romantic relationship with a narcissist, or if you are in a work relationship with a narcissist, don't just leave them like that. Plan your exit carefully. In fact, plan your exit secretly. quietly, privately. Don't announce your exit until you have everything in place. Don't announce your exit from a narcissist until you have your finances in place, your support system or support in place. Where will you go to? You have to put everything in order. Which housing? Where will you go and stay without the narcissist? Do you have money, enough money? Make sure you are sorted, you've planned everything. Then announce, if you have to, announce that exit. Why? Because a narcissist will retaliate. They will fight back. They will hit you so badly that you will not even plan that exit. If you are telling them, I'm planning to exit, you will not make it. They will frustrate you. They will punish you. They'll make life a living hell for you. Yes, Violet Frankson says they live in ignorance. Exactly. Narcissists, they don't care. They think they know it all, but they know nothing. Anwashira says, never say you are a narcissist. It's dangerous. Yes. Again, to outsmart a narcissist, don't share your strategies. Never tell a narcissist you're using boundaries. Don't tell a narcissist you're using grey rock method. Don't tell a narcissist what you're doing. Don't tell them your strategies. When you tell them that, it's like you're challenging them. They'll see it as a challenge. When you are silent, when you're unpredictable, that is the most powerful move to a narcissist than when you're open, when you're letting them know what you're doing. Don't let them know what you're doing. So don't tell a narcissist, that you are using this and this to deal with them. They'll see you are challenging them. Don't even call that narcissist the narcissist. Don't tell them you are a narcissist. When you tell them that, they'll see you're challenging them and they'll teach you a lesson. Remember, these are master manipulators. When you tell them that, you've lost power over them. They should not see you coming. They should not know that you know them. So if you've ever told your narcissist, I know you're a narcissist, just know you lost power over them at that moment. If you told the narcissist, I'm grey rocking you, you have lost power. Don't let them know your strategies. They will counter. Yes, I can see Anne laughing, Violet Frankson laughing. Yes, very true. Many people do these mistakes. Again, just as we discussed, many people think and they hope the narcissist will change, or they'll become that perfect ideal partner, friend that they once pretended to be. Remember, the narcissist during the love bombing stage, they were lying to you. They were fake. They were only pretending. It was part of their cycle. All narcissists will start by love bombing you. It is that's the narcissistic cycle of abuse. All narcissists will be so sweet and charming at the beginning, but they must always quickly go to the next level, devaluing you, then discarding you. Then sometimes they'll hoover you, sometimes they'll never hoover you. So just know that the narcissist, them love bombing you, it was part of their manipulation to get you to put you in their pocket so that they can manipulate you. Yes, Violet Frankson is saying, I've been around the narcissist all my life, but I didn't know it. Yes, very true. Many people, they suffer so much thinking they were the ones on the wrong, thinking that they had a problem. until later on they realized they were dealing with a narcissist. Sometimes you become trauma bonded with a narcissist. You get addicted to their manipulation, to their abuse. Yes, you have to break from the trauma bond. And how do you break from the trauma bond with a narcissist? You must know who they are, and you must stay away from them, and you have to keep away from the narcissist if you want to break that trauma bond. And focus on your well-being. Focus on your mental health. Focus on your hobbies. Choose your peace over the battle. Remember, outsmarting a narcissist is not about proving that you are right or changing the narcissist. It is about reclaiming your power, protecting your peace, and learning to walk away with dignity. So, to outsmart a narcissist, you have to know the signs of a narcissist. Vol Frankson says, I can't stand them. Very true. I won't have anything to do with them. That is the best way. You stay away from them. Anwashira says, I was there, I'm healed. Yes, Anwashira. Keep healing and keep moving forward. Violet Frankson says, I choose growth. Exactly. It has to be intentional. So, to outsmart a narcissist, you have to know the signs of narcissism. Learn how they manipulate so that you can spot it early. You have to know all the manipulative strategies of narcissists so that when they start manipulating you, you can note it, you can spot it. And then don't take it personally, because the narcissist behavior is it's about them, not you. Also, stay emotionally detached, because narcissists feed on your emotional reactions. Stop seeking validation from them. You won't get it. Understand their triggers. Remember, knowledge is power. Keep your expectations low, because narcissists rarely change. Recognize the love bombing cycle. It is never real love. Love bombing is an attack from a narcissist. It's not love. And don't expect closure from a narcissist. They will not give it to you. Trust your gut. If something feels off, then it is. Accept who they really are, not who you wish they'd be. So if a narcissist shows you they're a narcissist, accept it. Also set firm boundaries and don't back down. Say no without guilt. Practice it like a muscle. Practice saying no to a narcissist and don't feel guilty about it. It's all about setting boundaries. And don't explain or justify yourself with a narcissist. You don't owe them that. Limit your access. Keep interactions short and dry. Use the gray rock method. Be boring and unreactive with them. Don't share personal information with the narcissist, because they'll use it against you. And avoid what we call JADE, that is justify, argue, defend, explain. It fuels their control. Also use assertive communication, that is calm, clear, and be firm. Stay calm in conflict, because the narcissist wants you rattled. Don't reward bad behavior with attention. Silence is power. Play dumb when needed sometimes. Feign confusion, not confrontation. Mirror their behavior subtly. It makes them uncomfortable. Ask them questions they can't easily answer. Disarm with curiosity. Also use logic, not emotion. They'll twist your feelings. Stay in control of the topic. Redirect conversations. Don't let them gaslight you. Repeat yourself calmly. Call out inconsistencies with facts, not accusations. Keep record of interactions, that is text, emails, and so on. Pretend you are unaware of their manipulation. It weakens their power. Walk away mid-drama. It stirs their ego. Educate yourself on narcissistic abuse. Remember, knowledge is power. Knowledge is your armor. Build your confidence. Narcissists prey on insecurity. Strengthen your support system. Stay connected to reality. Get therapy or coaching. You don't have to do this alone. Celebrate small wins. Those small wins add up. Develop emotional intelligence. Spot manipulation quicker. Take up journaling. Protect your energy by choosing your battles. Focus on what you can control, not the narcissist. Stay consistent. Your power is in your stability. And you have to know when to cut ties, when to disengage. Sometimes the only way to win is to walk away. Go no contact if possible, the ultimate power move. Use low contact if you must stay in touch. If you're co-parenting, that is, for instance. Block, mute, and follow. Digitally detox from their influence. Don't announce your exit, just exit. Okay? If you're dealing with a narcissist, don't announce your exit, just exit. Expect smear campaigns, but let your truth speak for itself. Stop trying to prove them wrong. It's a trap. Focus on healing, not revenge. Rebuild your identity without them. They don't define you. Live well. It is the ultimate revenge. Success and happiness are the best clapbacks. Thank you for watching this live stream. I think today we'll stop there. If you have anything to comment, to share, please, you can say it. But I'm glad we had a wonderful live session today. I can tell by the interactions, the engagement that we've had. Yes, it was quite interesting, positive. Please, let's build each other up. We'll have a live stream again tomorrow, the same time as today. And please invite your friends, invite your relatives to the live streams. Let's discuss this topic. Let's build awareness. Many people are suffering quite silently, and they don't know they're suffering from narcissism. Maybe when they listen to this kind of discussions, then they'll open their eyes. Then they'll realize the monster that they're dealing with. The first step in solving any issue is to identify the problem. So the moment someone realizes they're dealing with a narcissist, then that's the first step to healing. That's the first move to being free. They'll have identified the problem, so it will be easy for them to protect themselves from it. All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Anne Washira, Violet Frankson. Thank you, Gladys Ojal, Francisca Egwe Kalor. Thank you, Sami Sam. Yes, thank you, all of you who are active and who participated in today's live stream. Thank you, Arif Limited. And thanks, Anne Washira, for inviting your daughter to the live stream. That is Arif Limited. Thank you. Thank you all for being active in today's live stream. And yes, I hope we'll keep interacting in these sessions. Thank you. See you tomorrow in the next live stream.